So have you ever caught yourself saying please and thank you to ChatGPT or any other modern AI assistant? I have. So the other day I was using ChatGPT and I noticed that after I asked it a question, I said please. Didn't really think anything of it. It gave me what I needed, and then it asked me another question if I wanted further information. I read it. I thought, yeah, actually, I'd like that. So I put, yes, please, I would. And then after it given me what I needed, and I was now going to close the application, I wrote, thank you. And then I closed ChatGPT, and I thought to myself for a second, I've just said please and thank you to essentially a bunch of lines of code. I've treated ChatGPT as if I'm going to order a coffee, and when I order a coffee, I'll say please and thank you. So that really got me thinking, why am I compelled to say please and thank you to ChatGPT or some of these other AI agents? When I go to Google and I ask it to find me the best Nike trainers in Dubai at the moment where I can buy them from, I don't say please at the end, or once it's given me a search result, I don't say thank you. And so it got me thinking, it got me really thinking about, how the lines are now becoming more and more blurred between technology and humans, and how AI is just now becoming so far ingrained into our daily lives, and how that is going to now transpire on how we interact with each other from a humanity perspective, but also how we interact with machines. I did a bit of research, and it led me to something called the ELIZA project, which was, this is not something new. It was something created in the 1960s by a psychologist called Joseph Weizenbaum, and he created ELIZA as the first kind of original conversational AI tool that was used as a psychologist. And what they found from that study was that eventually the people that were using this started to share personal feelings, and they started to share their ambitions, and they started to talk to ELIZA, which was essentially a bunch of codes, as if it was a human. And so this is really fascinating, and in the ages that we're in now, where AI is essentially a massively ingrained part of our lives, personal lives and business lives, how does this now reflect on how we say please and thank you? Do you say please and thank you to ChatGPT? Have you caught yourself saying that to other AI agents that you're using? And is that something that is going to become the norm? And I think there's two elements that it comes down to. It comes down to our innate humanity psychology, where we're trying to essentially mimic something that feels human even though it's not. And then it comes down to our we're kind of programmed that way, if you like, to say please and thank you and have manners, and from a young age. And so I think when we're talking to ChatGPT, we kind of essentially, through our human psychology, feel like we're talking to a human. And I think as AI advances, I think that's essentially how the conversation between humans and machines is going to continue to develop, and the lines between humanity and machines is just going to become extremely blurred. But my question here is to you, and I'd love to see what other people say. Do you find yourself saying please and thank you to some of these AI agents and AI companions that we're using right now?